Modern containment began in 1925 when French authorities discovered 17 bodies in a Marseille warehouse. Each had been surgically altered into something else. The entity designated SCP-049 was first encountered in Montauban, France, during the Black Death outbreak of 1347, but its true nature wouldn't be understood for centuries.
Subject claims to be curing what it calls the Great Pestilence. We still don't know what it's referring to.
What the medieval world saw as a plague doctor was something far more ancient, something that claimed to cure a pestilence only it could perceive.
They were still moving. God help us, they were dead, but still moving.
The Foundation acquired the entity after the Marseille Incident. Initial containment protocols vastly underestimated its intelligence and capabilities.
Interview footage. It speaks perfect English, French, Italian, languages it shouldn't know. It's been studying us as much as we've been studying it.
Experiment log 049A7, D85123 was instructed to approach the entity. Contact lasted 0.3 seconds before cardiac arrest.
The pestilence runs deep in this one, but do not worry, I can cure him.
The entity's cure transforms human corpses into reanimated instances, designated SCP-049-2. These creatures retain no memories, no personality, only basic motor functions and absolute obedience.
It genuinely believes it's helping. That's what makes it so dangerous. It sees death as medicine.
Experiment log 049C3. The entity was presented with a recently deceased deer. It showed no interest, stating, "The pestilence exists only in humanity."
You still don't understand. The pestilence isn't what kills the body. It's what corrupts the soul.
Interview log 04917. After months of cooperation, the entity finally agreed to demonstrate its surgical techniques on camera.
Those aren't incisions. It's like the flesh is parting on its own. This violates everything we know about biology.
The transformed subjects, SCP-049 in 2 instances, showed unprecedented tissue changes. Muscle density increased 300%. Neural activity ceased, yet movement continued.
Subject 2 is responding to commands in languages it never knew. This isn't reanimation, it's something else.
Incident 049 Delta. During a routine interview, the entity became agitated when questioned about the nature of the pestilence. Security footage captured what happened next.
You harbor the pestilence, yet deny its existence. I am the cure. I have always been the cure.
3 researchers died before containment was restored, but the entity's words during the breach revealed something disturbing about its perception of humanity.
It looked at me and said I was clean, that I didn't have the pestilence. I still don't know why it spared me.
Analysis of the entity's selections revealed no pattern. Rich, poor, healthy, sick. The pestilence it sees appears random to our instruments.
We've tested everything. Pathogens, genetic markers, psychological profiles. Whatever it's detecting, our science can't see it.
Personal log, Dr. Raymond. The entity spoke to me today about medieval medical practices. Its knowledge is impossibly detailed, as if it lived through those times.
I remember when your kind still understood, before the pestilence spread, before you forgot what you truly are.
The entity claims to be over 700 years old. Carbon dating of its robes suggests this might be accurate, but the robes themselves defy analysis.
The fabric isn't just old, it's composed of elements that shouldn't exist in these combinations. It's like it's from somewhere else entirely.
Experiment log 049J9 D11424, terminally ill with cancer, volunteered for transformation. The entity refused, stating, "Physical illness is irrelevant. This one is pure."
It said I was going to die anyway, but die correctly. What does that even mean?
The Foundation's Metaphysics Department proposed a disturbing theory. The pestilence might be a spiritual or mimetic condition invisible to conventional science.
If the entity perceives something beyond our three-dimensional reality, it might be trying to fix something we can't even comprehend.
Test log 049X1, and the entity was introduced to various anomalous humanoids. It showed particular interest in reality benders, calling them deeply infected.
That one must be cured immediately. The pestilence has evolved in them. It threatens to spread beyond the physical.
The entity's reaction to anomalous humans suggested its pestilence might relate to humanity's potential for supernatural abilities, or something preventing them.
We've started to notice a pattern. The people it calls most infected all have latent psychic potential according to our tests.
Interview log 049-31. When asked directly about the nature of humanity before the pestilence, the entity's response was unexpectedly philosophical.
You were meant to be so much more. The pestilence keeps you trapped in flesh, blind to your true nature.
This suggested the entity might see itself not as a killer, but as a liberator, freeing humans from some perceived limitation of consciousness.
What if it's right? What if there's something fundamentally wrong with human consciousness that we can't perceive from within it?
The transformed subjects, the 049-2 instances, began displaying unprecedented coordination. Without any verbal or physical signals, they moved in perfect unison.
They're not individual anymore. It's like they're all part of something bigger. One consciousness, multiple bodies.
Incident 049 Theta. During a containment breach at Site 19, the entity encountered multiple anomalous entities. Its reaction to them revealed new aspects of its mission.
The source. I can sense the source of the pestilence. It's here, in this place.
The entity was moving toward the deepest levels of the site, toward objects classified beyond standard personnel clearance. It knew something was there.
All teams converge on sub-level 5. Do not let it reach the Keter wing. Use of lethal force authorized.
Before being contained, the entity was heard speaking in a language that predated known human civilization. Linguistic analysis revealed something disturbing.
The language structure suggests non-human origin. It's as if something else is speaking through it, something far older than our species.
Current containment protocols have held for 15 years, but the entity grows more insistent that the pestilence is spreading, that time is running out.
You watching this? Yes, you. You carry the pestilence, but there is still time. I can cure you.
The nature of the pestilence remains unknown. The entity remains contained, but its certainty never wavers. Humanity is sick, and it is the only cure.
Sometimes I wonder, what if it's right? What if we're the anomaly, and it's trying to fix us?
SCP-049 remains in containment at Site 19. Interviews continue weekly. The search for the pestilence continues. The cure remains ready.